2:52, and that is top speed to this point. Wow. And Larry Gotcha, folks, at the 60-foot, Gotcha was quicker. At the 3:30, Larry Gotcha in the Ohio Pet Lane was quicker. At the 8 mile, Larry Gotcha was quicker at 3:97 to Mike Taylor's 4:01. But by the 8 mile mark, here's what's interesting. And folks, we have an app if you want to watch this on your app. It's free. And I'll tell you about it in a minute. At the 8 mile, Mike Taylor was 4.01 seconds at 200 miles an hour. Larry Gotcha was quicker at 3:97, but he was 22 mile an hour slower. So by the time they got to the 8th mile, Larry Gotcha, he moved over to the center line. I saw no wisps of smoke, but I think he decided that he was going to lift and versus running the risk of a center line violation. So Taylor runs 5:93. That'll put him number 2 in the session. Gotcha 6:91. That's number 3 qualifier to this point. If you are an Apple user, if you go to the Apple Store, if you're an Android user, if you go to the Google Play Store, either platform, if you search Race SMP, you can get our app. You can download the app, and it will give you everything that the announcer sees on the announcer screen. Additionally to that, it'll give you all kinds of atmospheric conditions. It'll give you corrected altitude. It'll give you water drains. It'll give you all kinds of stuff that many of you don't care about. But by the same token, it's also going to give you all of the incremental times that for each run going down the racetrack. That is race, S as in Sam, M as in Michael, P as in Paul. And oh, by the way, it is a free app.
And summit side of the racetrack is Michael Anderson from Abilene, Texas. And on the Ohio Cat side, Dave Belock from Hinckley, Ohio, and the Time Bandit. Michael Anderson from West Texas calls himself the Hustler. Time Bandit is from Hinckley, Ohio. And quick facts, the car name's the Time Bandit. They're from Harrisville, Ohio. And Dave Belock. The pilot is Dave Belock. Front engine top fuel dragster. They've been racing for over 35 years. And they were here last year as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. Yesterday, Dave Belock qualified number 4 at 6:56 with an 8. And Michael Anderson, he qualified number 2, 5:92 with a 9. So, let's see if he can stay in that number 2 position.
Glad you made it.
Yeah, me too. The Time Bandit, Ohio Cat side, and the West Texas Hustler on the Summit side.
Well, Dave Belock drives for Jim Orban, who is a legendary nostalgia top fuel figure. He has been in the pits. He has been running the Time Bandit all over the eastern seaboard for, I'm going to tell you, 100 years. I know it's not that long, but it's been a long time. And he loves it. He absolutely 234 miles an hour for Michael Anderson. Belock 6:58 at 197. So Anderson, that 5:97, he actually slows up a couple hundreds. He ran a 92 yesterday. Belock 6:58, and he's within 200s of what he ran yesterday. So good, clean runs down the racetrack for both drivers.
Beautiful car you got.
Thank you. Which one's yours?
And
Mine
folks,
is the
Dave Belloc,
black one about 2/3 the way down with the weld wheels on
there
it.
were no parachutes.
Yes.
And Belloc was going 197 miles an hour. The crew going to go down and get Michael Anderson from Abilene, Texas, folks. From the Lone Star State, how about a round of applause for Michael Anderson and company out of the great state of Texas. I love Texans. I love their attitude. I love their independence. I'm kind of a part Texan at heart. Attention in the pit area. We are going to make a first call, and it's a little early. We know that, guys. It's 12:30. We are going to make a call for modified production. Modified production. We are going to put you in lane number 1 and lane number 2. So modified production. This is your. All right, so, and that is Dave Belloc, right? He's safe. Okay. So Michael Anderson is getting pushed off the track, and Dave Belloc stayed on the race course, right? He did not go into the sand trap. Okay, so he didn't have a parachute, so he was on the brakes trying to scrub off power and stayed out of the sand trap. So many of you have made fun runs, but for those of you who have never been down to that end of the racetrack, the starting line to the scoreboard is 1,320 feet. Then there's another approximately 2,600 feet of deceleration. And then after that, there is a sand trap. The track is 60 feet wide, 30 feet per lane. The sand trap is 60 by 200. And that sand trap is designed to catch a car that goes off the end of the racetrack. It kind of sucks you in. If you think about quicksand, though it's not lethal, it'll just slow the car down. It's not going to suck you down to the center of the world. And then after that, we have lots of wide open space. And if you talk to race teams, they will tell you that they love our shutdown. There's no catch fence, there's no net, there's lots of wide open space. Now, if you go too far north, there is also a cornfield, but it's a lot safer than going into a net. Summit side of the racetrack, Dave Brown from Alsip, Illinois. Ohio Cat side of the racetrack, Joey Hoss from Pleasant View, Tennessee. Joey Hoss, the brothers started racing their first car in '72. They are all original mill using anything other than a General Motors engine combo was never considered. The brothers ran a small block Chevrolet in their B-Fuel and AADA car, an Oldsmobile in the AADA, and currently run a big block ZL1 in their nitro methane fuel racing entry. They have run the best of a 596 at 236 miles per hour. So the fluid dampener, Stanky Motorsports, Allison, Illinois native Dave Brown in the Beatty and Malloy entry. Brown qualified yesterday, 7:22, 200 miles an hour. Joey Haas qualified number 5 in the program yesterday. And Brown's running a 464 cubic inch Chrysler Hemi engine. Low ET of the round, 581, top speed, 252. calculated itself. He was on a lap until he got to about the 1,000-foot mark. 6:42, 160 miles an hour. 6:86.5 for David Brown at 206.16 miles an hour. And I cannot tell you exactly what happened, but you saw that gray death smoke that came out of the header bank in that Top Fuel dragster. And we are going to have to check the racetrack. All these cars have they are per the NHRA rulebook for safety. They're per the NHRA rulebook with belly pans and ballistic diapers and everything like that. That may have been I can't tell you what happened. Jimmy Young could tell me what happened on that run, but I can't tell you what happened. If that was a cylinder, if he sucked a head gasket, I don't know. But we are going to check the track for oil, and hopefully everything is a-okay. We have made the call for modified production.
So, it sets up now. Number 1, Jimmy Young at 581. Number 2, Mike Taylor at 593. Number 3, Michael Anderson at 597. Joey Haas, number 4 at 642. Dave Belock, number 5 at 658. Dave Brown, number 6 at 685. Number 7 is Larry